Hello friends, welcome to Testing Shala YouTube channel. In this video, you'll be learning how to facilitate the sprint retrospective meeting, and I am going to give you 10 tips that would help you to facilitate the sprint retrospective meeting in a very effective manner. Before moving further, if you have visited Testing Shala YouTube channel for the first time, then please click on subscribe and bell notification so that all our future videos will be in your inbox as and when we publish our new videos. So let us move on and understand what are those 10 important tips which you can learn that would help you to facilitate sprint retrospective meeting in a very effective manner. The first tip which I am giving here is, if you would like to facilitate a sprint retrospective meeting, you could be a PO or you could be a Scrum Master, then you should be very much open and honest. Especially whenever you are going to facilitate this meeting, you should be very open and honest in the meetings, and you should be transparent as much as possible when you are going to facilitate or when you are going to drive this meeting. This is the first tip. The second tip which I am giving here is, the sprint retrospective meeting should be, you have to make it very much mandatory. The sprint retrospective meeting should be make it mandatory to everyone whoever the part of that sprint in a given Scrum team. Hence, you should make this meeting as a mandatory so that everybody participate in this meeting and they'll give views so that those views can be taken into actionable items that can be used for further improvement. Third tip here is, you should send across a meeting agenda for this sprint retrospective meeting, and you should have proper meeting flow with a standardized approach so that you won't be losing the time, you won't be wasting the time, and every stakeholders would be part of this meeting. They will be knowing what is the agenda and they will talk to the point. If your meeting doesn't have the meeting flow or an agenda, then you will be completely lost, and whatever the purpose of that sprint retrospective meeting won't be good enough. This is the third important tip. The fourth important tip here is, being a facilitator or being a Scrum Master, you should drive this sprint retrospective meeting in a more engaged way. How will you make everybody is getting engaged as a team and start providing their inputs? That is very much important as part of the retrospective meeting. So for that, you may need to build a good rapport with everyone, and you should put the right engagement model for this meeting so that everybody come and put their opinion in this meeting. This is the fourth important tip. The fifth is, focus on issues, not on the individuals. Whenever we are discussing in a sprint retrospective meeting, where you should always talk on the issues, not on targeting an individuals. Whose mistake is that? Because in Scrum teams we work as a group or we work as a team. The here is how to resolve the issues, how to overcome these issues in the near future. Even if this kind of issues comes, how to correct those issues in upcoming sprints. Sixth is, being a facilitator or a Scrum Master for the retrospective meeting, ensure that you collect inputs or the opinions from every person from your team. When you are driving this meeting, you will be more of an inclusive in nature, where you will be collecting inputs from everybody so that everybody give their opinion, their views, so that everybody will be part of this discussion and the journey, so that whenever tomorrow you would like to go and solve these problems, everybody will be looking how to solve these problems or issues which came out of these retrospective meetings. The seventh is you should be a good listener. Whenever you are operating as a facilitator for this sprint retrospective meeting, you should be listening from everyone. If you're not listening, if you're just talking, then you cannot run a good retrospective meeting. You should be a good listener. The eighth is whatever the discussion which you have made in this sprint retrospective meeting, you should always keep an documentation and send a minutes of meeting, so that everybody will be knowing what has been discussed in this meeting and what are the action items, or who is the owner for every action item which you are going to solve as part of this sprint retrospective meeting. The ninth is be specific and straight, because you need to facilitate this meeting. That means you should speak to the specific and straight to the point, and you should not dilute the purpose of this meeting. You should very straightforward and you should discuss to the point. The 10th is once a meeting is done and you maybe come up with various inputs, and you need to convert those inputs into more actionable items, so that whatever the issues which you have faced in this current sprint, or whatever the lesson learned which you wanted to adopt in the coming sprints, then you should bring an action item, and we will be owning for each and every action items. That would give a roadmap for the upcoming sprints. These are the 10 important tips that would help you to become good, successful facilitator to run the sprint retrospective meetings. I hope this video was very useful for you. If you like this video, please click on like button, and if you visited Testing Shala YouTube channel for the first time, then please click on subscribe and bell notification, so that all our future videos will be in your inbox as and when we publish our new videos. Thanks for watching this video. Bye for now. Take care.